Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Anthony Velvet Hall, and welcome to another edition of THESPIANWERX. That's right, THESPIANWERX. All the world is a stage, but not everybody on the stage does the same thing. So I bring people from different parts of the stage, no matter what form of entertainment they are in, to tell you about what they're doing. And tonight is going to be a little bit different because more often than not, I usually have actors and actresses that join me, and tonight is different because this special guest that I have tonight is an individual who was requested to I was requested to interview by an actor friend of mine or actor friends of mine, Bobby Peebles and Renee Peebles of the Peebles Network. I thank them very much for uh, bringing this young lady to my attention. So I will bring her on right now. If her, let's see. Hey Mia, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can't see me?
I can't. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Let's see. Let me make sure the video is turned on.
Okay. I think your
Okay.
cam.
Is the camera off? It say it's on.
Yeah, it says the camera's on.
I'm going to go out and go back in.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay. Okay. So it looks like we have some free time while Mia jumps out and jumps back in. While I have an opportunity to talk to you guys, I just want to say thank you so much to the King Network for airing Thespian Works. Thank you guys so much for that. I also want to give a shout out to Mimi All Over Productions, as she uh, as Michelle Lovett and Mimi All Over Productions will be airing a future episode of Thespian Works alongside Making Magic Productions. So that's something to definitely keep your eye on. I appreciate all the love, all the support. Definitely love it. Definitely appreciate every bit of it. To anybody out there who is looking to reach a larger audience, if you are somebody who has a 30-second commercial spot for your business, please get in contact with me right now, because this is not just an opportunity for me to talk to people, but it's also an opportunity for me to use this platform to help other people out. You know, I appreciate all the love support I've gotten, and I definitely want to help out as many people as I possibly can. So if you have a 30-second spot for your business, let me know. Let's talk. Get in touch with me, and we'll go from there. And it looks like Mia has joined me again, so I'll bring her back on.
All right.
All right, there she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I'm
Talking
here.
to me, talking to me from the West Coast, ladies and gentlemen. This is an entrepreneur. She's a businesswoman. Um, we just recently got through with a day that celebrated women, but women need celebration more than just one day and more than just one month. That goes without being said. So while I have the opportunity to speak to her, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the CEO and the creator of Mia's Oh So Good Seasonings, Miss
Hey,
Mia Collins. Hey
thanks.
Mia, how are you? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing tonight, Anthony?
I'm doing good. I cannot complain at all. It's so good to see you. So good to finally see you. I definitely want to thank Bobby and Renee Peoples for helping me to get in touch with you to bring you onto the show.
I appreciate that. I look up to them and all their work and all they do. And I was honored when he was like, hey, I'm going to have to send you to a good friend of mine so he can
Mm.
interview you. And I was just told I was definitely looking forward to it. So thanks for having me on your show.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's definitely my pleasure. So, tell us the origins of Mia Collins, where you're from, and what you draw inspiration from as it relates to your business.
Okay. Well, I'm originally from Arkansas. I'm a country girl. I was born and raised in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I left there when I was 19 years old. And I moved to Spokane, Washington. Stayed there for a little bit, and then I came back to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and opened up my first restaurant. It was a wing spot called King of Wings, and there we offered 30 flavors of chicken wings, and that's how I
Oh
started
wow.
flavors, the seasonings, and the sauces and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So I did the restaurant business for 14 years, had locations in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Jonesboro, and even in Atlanta, well, in Decatur on Covington Highway.
Okay.
Did that for a little while, but the restaurant business is really hard work, so I decided to go back to the corporate world and start working. But a lot of my customers still wanted the seasonings and they still wanted that taste. So I started with my top seller, which is the everything. And I started making, this is the season that I've done the longest. At first, when I only had one kind, it was only this. This is the one that inspired me to keep going, keep trying, and to keep it going. And at first, this had another name. It was called Uncle L seasoning. But then we wanted to rebrand it, try something new.
Hmm.
And my friend was like, girl, I'll put that stuff on everything. And then it just stuck. So that's how so that's how I'm doing. I live in Vegas now, but I'm actually moving to Oklahoma
Okay.
next week. So that's going to be a good change for me, trying something different, just trying to build my brand and get into some stores. So I had to get closer to the South to kind of like get my feet wet and get it going.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, when you say you name your season is everything, how many R's do you have in your everything?
There's two R's, but a lot of people add a bunch of different ones.
I kind of figured that because you said everything. I figured it was at least three.
Yeah,
I figured it had to be at least three.
sometimes people add four or five. It depends on the mood, but it's everything, you know.
Everything, everything. I heard that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. Now, you are not only a person who makes seasoning, but you make cookware as well.
Well, yes, I just launched my cookware line January the 1st. I started with my cast iron grilling skillets. They were a huge hit, and I am completely sold out.
Oh
I
wow,
sold 200 cast iron skillets. So now
wow,
I just place my order for my cookware set. So the next I'm going to do a full complete set of cookware. So I'm really excited and looking forward to that launch. Those will be released April, mid April. So I'm really excited about that. So cookware is something new, but I wanted to stay in the food industry without, switching over and doing something different. And I do a lot of cooking. I do a lot of cooking videos. So the skillet showed me that people will support the cookware too. So I'm trying to be the black Rachel Ray in this thing.
I got you. I totally understand that. Now, how many flavors of seasonings do you have?
I have 15 flavors in all. Now, some of them are seasonal. Like
Hmm.
my chili seasoning, I only do that in the fall. And I have a couple other it just depends on the season. Right now I have about 8 flavors for sale on my website. My
Okay.
newest flavor is the spicy everything. That one is a huge hit. I sold 400 of those at the trade
Wow.
show I just did last week. Well, this weekend in Little Rock at Vintage Market Days. That one, it was a huge hit. It's really taken off.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Now, with you having seasonings and you having cookware, do you have any sort of maybe a recipe book or something like that? Because I know
I,
you said you have had restaurants in the past. So,
yeah, I
do you have
actually
a recipe?
have
Do you
a
have a
cook.
recipe book?
Yep, I do have a cookbook. It is on my website for sale. It's $20. It has 15 recipes, and 10 of the recipes I came up with, and 5 of the recipes are actually from customers. Because I
Okay.
have a fan club on Facebook, Mia's Also Good Season exclusive fan club, where all of my customers are always sharing their recipes, and stuff they're using. So I had to add some customer recipes to the cookbook because they have some good ideas. So I do have a cookbook. They're all simple. So if you don't know how to cook, it's basically for the lady or the man that's beginning to cook, but they want some good food. Because even if you don't know how to cook, long as you got some good
Mhm.
seasoning, you can make it work. So I definitely have a cookbook.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And before we go any further, please plug that website. Plug that website. Plug that website.
That's Mia's Also Good Seasoning dot Big Cartel. Now, if you just Google Mia's Oh So Good Seasoning, my website, Facebook, Instagram, everything comes right up.
Okay. All right. Great to know. Definitely great to know. Now, with your seasonings, what are some of the foods that you prepare that you like to use your seasonings on?
Okay. So I have a ranch steak seasoning. Now,
Mhm.
this is if you want to make a steak, all you need is a steak, my ranch steak seasoning, and some butter and a skillet. You turn that skillet on high, add that butter, put that ranch steak on there on both sides about 10 or 15 minutes before you cook it. Fry it up. When I tell you it's the best steak ever, seasoned to perfection, I absolutely love it. And also my garlic herb seasoning, because I have a garlic herb season that has no salt, 12 pure herbs. It's really good when you're making spaghetti, Alfredo, any type of Italian recipes. It's good on baked chicken. I have an easy recipe with roasted potatoes, where only thing you need to do is cut up your red potatoes, toss them in olive oil, and put some garlic herb and put them in the oven for 10 minutes. Quick, easy recipe and oh so good.
Nice, very nice. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Like seriously,
So food
definitely.
close.
Absolutely. Trust me, I'm definitely going to your website and checking it out. Now I know you said you had a wing spot. What are your favorite flavor wings?
My favorite flavor wing when is garlic hot. And when I tell you, that's one of that's I can eat that all day. Garlic hot and extra hot.
Mm,
Those are like my two. I really like spicy. Those are my favorite. But I also did like a honey habanero, a honey barbecue, and then my apple barbecue was a huge hit at my restaurant. And now that's another one of the seasonings that I sell. I have two restaurants that have added that to their menu. The apple barbecue is phenomenal on ribs, burgers, baked beans. It's really good.
absolutely, absolutely. It's very good to definitely see a woman out here getting it and being the CEO and the owner of her own business. Now, when you're not, focused solely on your business, what do you do to relax? Because I know you have to decompress with all the moves that you're making.
Yeah, so I still work a full-time job too. I decided that I'm gonna stay full-time until my business can hit six figures. Until then, I gotta stay grounded. But I love to travel. I love even though COVID has been going on, I've basically traveled every single month. I love Jamaica. I just love, moving around. So I'll be safe, but I just love to travel and relax. But traveling and shopping is my thing when I'm not cooking.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Definitely. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So, traveling, in spite of COVID happening and everything, I know that you're definitely doing well because you're telling me about all the cookware and the seasonings that you're selling at the trade shows and everything. With you going from state to state and doing different things, do you find yourself having better business in one state than the other, or is business kind of like the same everywhere?
Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm originally from Arkansas.
Mhm.
I would say 70% of my business comes from Arkansas. Now, first off, not only is not that where I'm from, but the trade shows that I've been doing have all been in Arkansas. But when I tell you, Arkansas has definitely supported me, especially my hometown of Pine Bluff. Pretty much every day, if not every other day, I'm getting an order from my hometown. They support me so much. They share my posts. I'm so appreciative of them. So if I can say where the most of my business, that's why I had to move back to the South because most of my business is down south.
Absolutely, absolutely. And some good food down here. Trust me, good
Ooh,
food down
who you
here in the south.
telling? You know we can cook.
Oh, I already know. I already know. Trust me. Trust and believe. I already know. I know about some good down home southern cooking, and I know that your oh so good seasoning is gonna go good on anything or make what's already good even better.
Yeah, I mean it goes on everything. So my next step now is I'm trying to transition and get into stores. So I've accomplished the cookware. the trade shows. Now my next step is getting on a store shelf.
Nice, nice. Now, beyond store shelves, do you have any other long range goals for me as also good seasonings?
Well, I eventually I want to be on TV. I want to do cooking. I want you to eventually see Mia's Also Good Season and Cookware, not only on Food Network, but I want to be on HSN too, selling my cookware, selling my products. I want to, the sky is the limit for my business. I have so many huge goals. Sometimes people think I'm crazy, but everything I claim and manifest for my business has been coming. So, as I'm telling you, my cookware it came along. I didn't think it would be so successful. So, I'm claiming Home Shopping Network. I'm claiming Food Network. I'm claiming big things, Walmart, Target, big chain names.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, outside of the cookware, do you have any other business ventures that you're involved with?
Well, actually, on the side, I have a liquidation business. It has nothing to do with food, but it makes me good money where I resell all types of
Hmm.
appliances and stuff like that, furniture and stuff from Lowe's and Home Depot. That's my side business, ceiling fans and stuff like that. So my garage is always full of stuff and I'm always wholesaling stuff. So people know that from me too. When they need to hook up their refrigerator grow out or they need a new dishwasher, they hit me up. They need some
Hmm.
ceiling fans, they hit me up.
Right, nothing wrong with that. Now, as somebody who has several businesses that you're doing, if you could give one immediate piece of advice to anybody who's really on the fence about whether or not to start a business, what piece of advice would you give them?
Before you jump into anything, research. Don't just do a business because you see somebody else do it because you might not be successful. Research your product, research the cost that it's going to cost you first, research what you can resell it for, because a lot of times people just get up and they just want to buy an LLC. They just get an LLC and they think that's a business, but every business doesn't even need an LLC. It's like people have forgotten the meaning of it and they're just jumping out. But research before you do something. Just because you see somebody else doing it doesn't mean you will be successful. Research, make sure that stuff is in your area, make sure you can get that stuff, make sure you have the audience for it. And the key thing, if you do any business, make sure you promote the heck out of your product. No matter if anybody tells you you're posting too much, you can never post or promote your business too much. Those are two keys of advice I have.
Absolutely. Word of mouth is the cheapest and probably the best marketing tool there is for anybody out there. And while we're talking about word of mouth, plug that website again, please.
Okay, that's Mia's Also Good Seasoning dot Big Cartel. And you can also just Google Mia's Also Good Seasoning and all my links will come up. Website, Facebook, Instagram, everything.
Awesome, awesome. So now that you do have these businesses, give us an idea of what a typical day where the business, your business, or one of your businesses is your main focus. Give us an idea what a typical day for you is like.
Now, basically, the weekends are totally committed to my businesses because I work Monday through Friday. So, but even on my work days, I have to be at work at 7 a.m. I'm up at 5 a.m. every morning arranging what I'm going to post and promote every day. If you look at my story, I know it gets kind of crazy sometimes, but all the my stories are planned out. From the pictures of the girls to the food, everything is planned out and organized. That's why I'm gonna keep you looking, keep you watching, keep you looking. So every morning I do that. But on the weekends when I have nothing else to do but my business, first thing I get up and promote. My liquidation business, I have to post that stuff on OfferUp, Marketplace, get that going. And then as far as my seasoning business, I have to see what orders I have. I ship every Saturday because I work during the week now. So I see what all orders I have on my website. I've gotten to the process now because COVID-19 has delayed mail where I'm reaching out to customers, seeing if they gotten their orders, if it's delayed, what's going on, and like I said, if you come to my page, I'm promoting my food and seasoning all day long. At least every other hour, you're going to see a Mia's Also Good Seasoning post. And people used to think I was crazy, but I embedded it in their head where they feel like they gotta try it because they see it so much. It was the best thing I could have ever did. So that's a part every day. I'm going to be posting at least 6, 7 times a day in regards to my business. Because if you didn't see it earlier, you're going to see it when you get online. Period.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. I can't do nothing but respect your hustle. Definitely can't do nothing but respect it. Because I mean, just us in the entertainment business. I mean, even with Thespian Works, I still do the same thing as far as trying to market this thing, and it's planned out a certain way from press releases to the way I market it, everything. So I totally understand exactly where you're coming from.
Good, good, good. You got it. You can't
Absolutely.
anybody or promote your business like yourself. A lot of times you hear a lot of small businesses, they complain and say, "Hey, my family and friends are supporting me," and they get all upset. No, you got to promote yourself. You got to promote yourself so hard to where people feel obligated to share it or people feel obligated to be okay with it. You can't depend on people to build your business. You have to be responsible for sharing and building your business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Mia, it has been a pleasure speaking with you. Um, I wish you nothing but success and in an overabundance of success as far as all your business ventures go. I thank you so much. Do you have anything else that you'd like to say to the audience and anybody else watching this program?
I want to thank all my family and friends. I know a lot of you guys, they were like, "Oh my God, what's going on? Are you going?" They were trying to see me. I want to thank everybody who watched. I want to thank my kids, Lauren and Ethan. I know they're watching. I love y'all. Pretty much everybody's been helping me. I want to thank Naquetta, that's my mentor. She's done a lot of motivating and getting me together and getting more organized. I want to thank my business partner, Rhonda Givens. We do the trade shows together. And thank you, everybody. That's about it. And y'all go get y'all some of that thing seasoning.
Go get some of that everything. Get a hold of that everything.
Because it's good on thing.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, Mia, once again, I thank you so much for being a guest on my show. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Thespian Works with Anthony Velvet Hall. Once again, I want to thank Mia Collins for joining me here tonight. And in parting, I give you the three things I always give you: life is short, death is certain, and be sure to love on the people God gives you because one day He going to want them back. All right?
Yes, indeed.
Peace and love, y'all. Take care.
Bye, y'all.